After doing these projects that I did with work integrated learning, I can only really associate positive experiences with it.
Students should take advantage and pursue this opportunity in work integrated learning.
For me, I found out that it was an incredible tool that allowed me to gain hands-on experience, discover myself, and essentially being able to manage my career aspirations.
Was the project that we did for my course in C70. Taught us Hot Sauce Emporium. They're in Scarborough. So we actually got to sit down and speak with them, talk about the concerns, everything, and what their end objectives are. By the end of our class presentation, we were fortunate enough to find that the owner appreciated our recommendations more specifically compared to the rest. And during the Q&A, she expressed her interest in actually following through with our recommendations moving forward. It was really nice to have that tangible result of our hard work. And it gave us that confidence boost in our ability to work with businesses and offering solutions catered to them.
Student Managed Fund is a venture capital between the Bridge and the Department of Management. What they essentially do is try to simulate a portfolio management environment. I think that was one of the clubs at the campus that I could gain some professional analytical skills. And I think when I was applying for jobs, by having the SMF experience in my resume, it definitely was a good leverage and also something good to talk about during the interviews. In terms of my personal growth, I would say Student Managed Fund gave me the real world experience that I wanted.
Just working with a student and working with a startup. So essentially what it was is just helping with some of the different elements of the website. And I think personally, I really had to touch up upon on some of my skills in HTML and CSS. It was really an enjoyable experience because not only was it a valuable work experience for me, but I also got to touch up on a lot of the different programming skills and coding skills that previously I had sort of forgotten.
I specifically had the pleasure of taking MGA D45, Strategy and Corporate Governance, where we focused on the fundraising initiative, specifically on seeking corporate sponsorship. And I really enjoyed the integration of the classroom with the real-world issues. It allowed us to think deeper around the interconnections between industries.
And the project that we had for the Industrial Relations course was actually with HP Canada, where we were consulting them and working with them on improving their recruitment strategy to try to attract more women to STEM and leadership positions. Being able to do that before having even entered the workplace, and then coming into the workplace and actually working on projects and tasks that affect the bottom line of one of the biggest tech companies in the world is huge. And so for me to have felt that confidence going into the role to be able to do that, I can't get that anywhere else had I not done it there.
I was applying to the integrated work learning program, and there's like a bunch of different projects, and then the African Impact Challenge came up. Basically, African Impact Challenge started off as a club at the school, and basically what they do is they invest in African entrepreneurs in Africa. And UFT was working with that organization. And so I took on that project as kind of like in operations, and it was the first year that we were launching the challenge. And I worked in Kenya, so I had experience like living in Africa, and really sparked my interest with the African Impact Challenge. Last year we did Ghana, and now we're working in Kenya, so that's really cool that I can kind of use some of my experience there.
As a member of a very hybrid team, I got to learn from developers, from the project managers, and from the research leads on the client side. From the developers, I picked up a lot of the technical skills and concepts to which I had no prior exposure to. From the project managers, I learned how to create and manage a project plan at every step with different technical tools. And from the research leads on the client side, I learned how to create and maintain client relationships and how to manage their expectations.